Good morning, investors. From remarkable earnings beats to game-changing acquisitions, we're tracking all the market movers for April 10th. Today, we're diving into a few stocks that have announced significant developments and achievements recently.
Absolutely. We'll be discussing some major acquisitions, impressive sales figures, and strategic partnerships that could impact these companies and their stock performance. So let's jump right in.
Sounds good. First up is JSW Energy. What's the buzz around them?
Well, JSW Neo Energy, a subsidiary of JSW Energy, has completed the acquisition of O2 Power. Think of it like a company buying a whole new set of tools to build even bigger and better things.
So, what does this mean for JSW Energy in terms of actual numbers?
This acquisition brings in a consolidated renewable energy portfolio of 4.7 gigawatts. The enterprise valuation is around 12,468 crore rupees, with an expected steady-state EBITDA generation of 1,500 crore rupees from 2,259 megawatt capacity by June 2025. They're projecting big growth in renewable energy.
Wow, those are pretty significant numbers. It sounds like they're making a serious push into renewables. So who is next on our watch list?
Next, we have NBCC, or National Buildings Construction Corporation.
What's been going on with them?
They have just successfully concluded an e-auction of residential units at Aspire Dream Valley in Greater Noida. Imagine an online auction, but instead of paintings or cars, it's apartments.
Okay, so how successful was this e-auction?
Very. They sold 1,185 residential units, generating a total sale value of approximately 1,504.69 crore rupees. Plus, NBCC will receive a marketing fee equivalent to 1% of the total sale value.
Nice. That's quite a chunk of change. It sounds like it was a pretty smooth operation for them.
It really was. And now, let's talk about TARC Ltd.
Okay, what's new with TARC?
TARC Ltd reported record annual sales of 1,122 crore rupees in financial year 2025 and 1,235 crore rupees in Q4 financial year 2025. It's like a real estate company having its best year ever.
So it's a good time to invest in them?
Well, collections reached 484 crore rupees for the fiscal year, with 113 crore rupees collected in the last quarter. They also launched TARC Ishwa in Gurugram and Phase 2 of TARC Kailasa in New Delhi. Disclaimer: we advise investors to check with certified experts before taking any investment decisions.
That sounds promising. Now, what about Olectra Greentech? I've heard they're making waves.
Absolutely. Olectra Greentech has received an order from Himachal Road Transport Corporation for 297 electric buses. Think of it as a massive order for green transportation.
That's great for them and for the environment. What are the key details?
The value of the order for the supply and maintenance is approximately 424.01 crore rupees. The buses are to be delivered over 11 months and Olectra will handle their maintenance too.
So a nice boost for their revenue and a long-term service agreement. Let's move on to Aurobindo Pharma. What's new with them?
Crore Biologics, a subsidiary of Aurobindo Pharma, has completed a phase 1 pharmacokinetic study for its denosumab biosimilar BP16.
Okay, in layman's terms, what does that mean?
Think of it like this. They've successfully tested a generic version of a crucial medicine, proving it's just as effective as the original. A marketing authorization application is planned for submission to CHMP/EMA in the third quarter of this fiscal year.
That's fantastic news for them. What's next on the list?
Next up, we have Coromandel International Ltd.
And what are they up to?
Coromandel International has partnered with Saudi mining company Ma'aden for phosphatic fertilizers via an MOU. It's like two major players joining forces to ensure a steady supply of essential nutrients for Indian agriculture.
Sounds like a strategic move. What are the key benefits of this partnership?
The MOU facilitates a long-term supply of diammonium phosphate and NP/NPK fertilizers from Ma'aden to Coromandel. It aims to ensure a reliable and sustainable supply of essential fertilizers, addressing potential disruptions.
Excellent. Let's move on to the next one, Bharat Heavy Electricals Ltd.
BHEL has entered an MOU with Novo Pigione International for compressor revamp opportunities in the fertilizer sector.
What does that entail for BHEL?
Well, BHEL will act as the main bidder for identified customers, while Nuevo Pignon International will be nominated as a vendor. They anticipate a 50% business share in financial terms.
So this is likely to improve their market share in the fertilizer sector?
Exactly. It's projected to boost BHEL's repair and maintenance business within that sector.
Great. Now let's talk about Remsons Industries Limited.
Remsons Industries has acquired a 51.01% stake in Astro Motors Private Limited. Astro Motors manufactures electric three-wheeler vehicles.
How much did that cost them and what can they expect in return?
The acquisition cost 14.22 crore rupees and it includes both equity and cash components. This allows Remsons to enter the rapidly growing electric three-wheeler segment.
That's a smart move given the increasing focus on EVs. Now, what's happening with Greaves Cotton Limited?
Greaves Electric Mobility has launched the Ampere Rio 80 electric scooter priced at 59,900 rupees. It's designed for everyday use.
I imagine that's also aligned with the current market trend.
Absolutely. Deliveries are scheduled to begin in April 2025. Plus, Greaves Electric Mobility reported a 52% month-over-month growth in March 2025, selling over 6,000 electric two-wheelers. Hey, if you're enjoying this discussion, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates.
That's impressive growth. What's next on our list?
Next, we have Standard Glass Lining Technology Limited.
Tell me about it.
Standard Glass Lining Technology has announced a long-term agency agreement with Biocon Solutions Pte Limited of Singapore.
What's the benefit of that for them?
SGLTL will export its manufactured products to Biocon Solutions customers in Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. This strategic arrangement is expected to significantly enhance the company's export volumes.
So this partnership is likely to increase their foreign revenue, right?
Precisely. It's a strategic move to expand their reach in the Southeast Asian market. Now, let's move on to Bharti Hexacom Limited and Indus Towers Limited.
Okay, what's the deal with these two?
Bharti Hexacom has placed its proposal for the sale transfer of its passive infrastructure business undertaking to Indus Towers in abeyance.
In simple terms, what does that mean?
It means the deal is on hold. This follows a request from TCIL for a revised process. Remember, market conditions can change rapidly, so keeping an eye on these shifts is crucial.
Right, got it. Now, what about Eternal Limited?
So Eternal Limited is initiating liquidation proceedings for its step-down subsidiary, Zomato Netherlands BV.
That doesn't sound great. Why is that happening?
Well, Zomato Netherlands BV has no active business operations. The liquidation is expected to be completed within 1 year and won't affect the company's turnover. It's more of a housekeeping activity.
Okay, last one on the list. Tembo Global Industries Limited.
Tembo Global Industries Limited has appointed 4 new independent directors and a new chief financial officer.
That's quite a shake-up. What prompted these changes?
The company also saw the resignation of several independent and non-executive directors. A postal ballot process has been initiated for shareholder approval of these changes.
Well, that sounds like a lot of change happening at once for Tembo Global Industries Limited.
It is. Overall, it's been a busy day for market announcements, from acquisitions and sales to strategic partnerships and leadership changes. These companies are definitely ones to watch.
Definitely. Thanks for breaking down all these market movers for us today. These are some pretty major announcements, and I'm curious to see how they'll play out in the market.